You've been holding out on us again. You haven't given us enough money. I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
How do you like that? Here it is! This is what I do! You asked for this!
Achuta, Bunga could be stolti Kikuriana. Don Batugas Mactelia. Bunga Divo Bunga kun Hunkaru. Dona kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunopek. Tugning Chatukunde, Muleraves. Muchashat Bakat. Kieno no Namapaule Rachiku. Takunjus Gravelmopo, Kachichu, Itapo, Bunga, Tolbank, Wale Oganda Naru, Kuchut, Olisha Bunga, Molawanachik, Amules Limo, Budada, Kumbis, Mule Rabes, Jedubadawana Nidibobo, Tom Buncha, Munya, Tom Batukashmak, Telea. Bunga Kunga. When the Kundes Ching Balamule, Tunking Banubek, Tugning Chatukunde, Muleraves, Kachikun Itahodonga, Iking Kuno Banulerachiku, Stimo Podona, Leodunga Kunkabe, Tong Haitwam Jiji Jumplumpa, Lita Poetikito, Dolpa da Bonqualeo Gandonan Chuchu. Kachichu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dupobo. Wonga kumbisjan ba mulera. Dunga dipo dunga kunga. Wana kumbis ching palamule. Tunking ba nunobe. Tugning chatukunde. Muleraves. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno Banulerachi-kun. Stimo Podona, Leodunga kun Hunkabe. Lunga diho Dunga kun Hunkabi. Wana kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tunking Banunotek. Tugning Chatukunne, Mulerabes. Kachikun Itahodonga. Iking kuno Banulerachi-kun. Stimo Podona, Leodunga kun Hunkabe. Lunga diho Dunga kun Hunkabi. Wana kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tunking Banunotek. Tugning Chatukunne, Mulerabes. Kachikun Itahodonga. Iking kuno Banulerachi-kun. Stimo Podona, Leodunga kun Hunkabe. Runda dijo donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Really? Well, then I assure you, on my reputation, I had nothing to do with the killing. I will help you with the case as best I can, though. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Netic, Rickard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Akupa chekupa? Gino mulera kempaija, kislimu poduama? Runda dijo donga kun hangani. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis. Kachi kun ita kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Runda diho donga kun. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachi kun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Akupa. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Takunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Ogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadana nanga kumbist mulerabes. Jedubadwana nidibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Tong haitwam jijijong lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Muchashat pakhat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Akupa chekopa. Jino mulera kinpaija. Slimo po duama. Tong haitwam jijijong lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Ogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadana nanga kumbis mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podona kundi hodunga ku unkabe. Muchashat pakhat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked this slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some areas. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow! It went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy. So, what do you want to know? Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So, what do you want to know? Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned it. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Akupache Kopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Duama? Lunda diho tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunde muleraves. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachi kun. Slimo podona diho dunga kun hankabe. Lunda diho tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunde muleraves. Akupache Kopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Duama? Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachi kun. Slimo podona diho dunga kun kabe. Lunda diho dunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunde muleraves. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Ita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulera. Lunda diho donga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunde muleraves. Akupache Kopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Duama? Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachi kun. Slimo podona diho dunga kun kabe. Takum just miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mule rachi kun. Slimo podona diho dunga kun kabe. Mucho shak pakhat. Ki no dama paole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Johnnies make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. He slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Kupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slim Podwama? Kupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slim Podwama? Digo tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita haldonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Stimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shat pakat. Kiyeno no namapaole rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Kupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slim Podwama? Tong Abum Sha Umina? Wanga Kumbis King Balemuraya. Johnny Yon Tunjiji Idadwana. Kapabol Bamuji Gumana? Ronda digo tonga kun hankabi. Wana kunbes ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Akupa chekopa. Gino mulera kempaija. Kislimu podwama. Gunda diho tunga kun hankabi. Wana kunbes ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Simo podona. Dio dunga ku hunkabe. Unda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Tong amom sha umila. Wanga kumbis king balemuraya. Johnny yon tun chichi idadwana. Kababol ba muji kumana? Takung just miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kundo tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulera.
Damn both of you.
Takunjus miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chan ba mulera.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kumbis dolbi kikuyana. Tong patugas aktelea.